basic turns you'll learn in freestyle and Greco-Roman, something called a gut wrench. It's kind of a misnomer. Really, it should be called a rib wrench. If you're turning them in their gut, right, everyone get on this side too really quick. This way. And just sit up. So what it's going to be showing is basically you're going to be locking around your opponent and then kind of rolling them like a gator does. And they're, pulling off a flesh or something. There's 3 different levels to hit a gut. There's a high gut, a mid-range gut, and a low gut, which is on the hips. Anything between the hips and the rib, that's kind of no man's land. You're not going to really get a good turn there. So for today, we're going to be showing this mid-range gut. So it's going to be like right on the floating ribs is where my lock's going to be, okay? So all I want you to do to start is we're just going to start by getting in the right position, and then I'll show kind of how to turn off of it and a few variations. So for turning purposes, if you don't know what side you like to go to, think if you hit a tight waist in high school season. If you like to tight waist with your right hand and drive this way, I want you to start by gutting to your left initially. If you like to tight waist with your left hand and tilt this way, I want you to think gut to your right initially. So the lock, I like to gut to my right. All you're going to do is you're going to grab right under their armpit, lift them up, slide that knee under, right where your lock is going to go. This hand's going to feed under, and a partner can tell you, right, it's like right on their ribs. Other hand's going to come through, and we're going to be doing a butterfly lock, right? So right here. Principles with a gut wrench. Your shoulder, I want you guys thinking going middle of their back. Your chest is going to stay glued to their back. It's going to be here. I'm going to get my butterfly lock. My chest is glued. My shoulder right in the middle of their back. I'm looking away from the side I want to drive to. So if I'm driving to my right, I'm looking to my left. Then all I want you guys to do is think about bringing your lock down, up into you as you drive your shoulder in. And that's all we're going to go. Okay? So one more time, the pressure, they can tell you, right, what happens. Your hips come up. And that's what we're looking for, because that's where the turn's going to come from. So all it's going to be under, hand to your knee, other hand floats through, butterfly lock. I'm thinking chest on his back, shoulder in the middle, look away, roll my lock under as I drive my shoulder down and come up into him. Questions? It's just going to get the lock set. It's going to be really quick. Then we're going to start running through it. Okay, great. 1, 2, 3. On these floating ribs, my shoulder is going to be right above it, and I'm just squeezing in here. It's not up here. See the difference? Middle of the back, right, just right above where my lock is, and I'm just squeezing in tight here. Okay? A couple more, really. If you don't get this, you're not going to be able to gut. I know it feels silly, but you're not going to be able to turn anyone if you don't get that shoulder position. Okay, a couple more. 1, 2, 3. And start to get a feel for that. I want you to start turning. So again, right, if you don't have that shoulder placement, that chest connection, this isn't going to work. That is all about connection and pressure, but where you're turning the person is with your hips and running your feet, okay? So this next part, right, we're going to get this lock. I'm going to find that rib where I kind of like it. I like to go to my right, so my lock's going to be more on his left, or it's in the middle, whichever feels better for you. Which way am I going to be looking? If I'm going right.
Left.
Left, there you go. Shoulder down, midline of the back. I'm rolling that lock under and up. Then it's really going to be running my feet. Now, one thing I'll see a lot of folks do is they shoot their butts up in the air like this. That's not the pressure I'm looking for. My hips are going to stay low, and I'm going to be driving them, if I'm going to their right, over this shoulder. As soon as I see that shoulder break, I'm sliding my knee under, popping them through. So what it's gonna look like, get this lock, cinch it up, shoulder placement, chest placement, run, run, run. As soon as I feel that hip come up, I just need like half an inch, and I'm just sliding that knee under, continuing to run my feet, popping them through, or if you don't like to bridge them through, you can just tilt them, it doesn't matter, right? So same exact thing. Lock placement, shoulder placement, chest placement. I'm rolling that lock under in as I drive my shoulder down, run my feet, I feel that shoulder break, I feel that hip come up. That's points 2. Come back down, reset my lock. Points. Use your feet like you do a tilt in folk style, right? If I feel them coming all the way through, that's fine, I just roll through. So either bridge through, tilt them up. Questions about that? Remember, shoulder, chest, run your feet. Those are the 3 things. Shoulder, chest, run your feet. 1, 2, 3. There, it's really hard to wrench them up, walk a gut, turn. A lot of the turns are going to come off of transitions, right? And that's in folk style too, so like building that habit, right? So whatever you want to do, the only rule I will say is you can't finish a low level shot. So I don't want any low singles or like any sweeps where you're finishing on the legs. I want you to be either high crotch, double, or duck unders. And the reason I say that is because if you're doing the other ones, you'll transition into a lace, not a gut. So all it's going to be, right, I'm going to misdirect, fake, snap. I'm going to chase, hip, right, lock gut, pop them through. This can be like smooth, right? Like you're still working on technique, right? So it's just nice and light, fake, snap, get that gut, pop them through. Questions? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Go tight on hips, or you're running your feet and you just don't have that right pressure, right? You gotta change direction, right? If you're not getting that good tight connection and you're not feeling that shoulder break, don't roll under, right? That's where people are gonna step over and you're gonna get caught, right? So you have to have a couple options off of here. I'm just gonna show a regrip and then you gut to the other side, but know, right, like where this will build to is there's a lot of different variations that I'll show, next week, but you gotta like get these basics down first, right? But what it can sometimes look like, just so folks know, is if I run this gut and I slide off, you can pull in a leg, come up, work to something called a trap, right, where I get this arm trapped, and then it's really easy to end the match. Or if you want a leg in, you can hop over here. You can do where you have a gut lock, and I'm, maybe I know I want to go to my right, but they're really good at defending, so I'm going to think like I'm going to my left, right, and then I'm just going to do a real quick place my shoulders and pop through. You can get something called a one-arm gut, where I'm driving really hard over here, and they're like selling all out on the fence this way. Same thing, just popping through this way. So there's a lot of variations that come off of it, but if you don't get that right pressure with your initial gut, none of that will come, okay? So really, really focus on this today, and then we'll kind of learn the fun stuff. But the most simple kind of next step to this is if that initial gut fails, is you just have to know how to regrip. So this person on bottom, from the defense you guys learned, what do you remember about defending a gut wrench? Moving. What are you focusing on?
Down.
What's that?
Hip down.
Hip down. The lock. Right? I'm constantly thinking about getting weight on that lock and going forward, right? Because that's what breaks the lock. So if I'm the person on bottom and I'm getting gut, right? My initial thing, right, is I gotta immediately find where that lock is, get weight on it, and then I'm going forward, right? that breaks the lock, right? He's in that no man zone. I'm fine here. It might be uncomfortable, but I'm not going to get turned. So knowing that as the top person, right, your whole purpose should be not letting them get weight on the lock, not letting them move, and re-gripping up. Does that make sense? They're trying to roll my grip down. I have to re-grip up. So what this is going to look like, you're going to get the gut on the side you're trying to go to. You're going to start running it, and it's just going to slide off for whatever reason. Right? My shoulder slides down, or maybe the defensive person breaks my lock, goes forward. Boom, I'm like, oh, I don't have the gut. What you're going to do, so the side that you're going to, that same arm is going to reach up high. Other hand, right, is going to go around. And I'm changing my shoulder. I'm changing the direction I'm looking. But now I just have a gut to the other side. Bottom man can tell you, right? It's like tight. Like I know I have it right now. Same thing. Boop. Tilt up. Go flat. Maybe it slides off. Or they crawl forward. Right? Which hand is going to be going? Which hand's going to be reaching up?
Left.
Left. Left hand reaches up. Right hand comes through. Where am I putting my right shoulder and which way am I looking?
Right shoulder down.
There you go. Which way am I going to look?
Left.
Left. They go down. They go forward. Which hand reaches?
Right.
Right. Which way am I going to look?
Right.
Well, or excuse me, yeah. Which left shoulder goes down, look to my right. Pop up. Do you get the drill?
You guys see how Coach kept his feet? Yes?
I'm not popping through. You don't have to pop through. A lot of people are like, do I bridge? Should I pop through? You don't have to. If you don't feel comfortable bridging all the way through, you can do it just like a tilt like that. You get the drill? So it's
Yes,
gonna
Coach.
be gut one way, come back, they roll forward, re-grip, gut the other way. Do like 2 or 3 and then switch. That'll be the last couple minutes and then we'll wrestle. Cool. 1, 2, 3.